Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified. Follow me on Instagram at P for P Boxing Real News. What is going on? So the fight between Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank Jr. is off via the board of the British Boxing Commission. Uh, this comes with Conor Benn testing positive for COVID-19 There we go. Okay. So it says, we have been made aware that a random anti doping test for Conor Benn conducted by the Voluntary Anti Doping Association returned an adverse analytical finding for trace amounts of a fertility drug. The B sample has yet to be tested, meaning that no rule violation has been confirmed indeed. Mr. Benn has not been charged with any rule violation. He is not suspended and he remains free to fight. Mr. Benn has since passed the doping control tested conducted by the UK anti-doping agency, the anti-doping authority to which the British Board of the Boxing Control has delegated its doping control testing for the bout. Mr. Benn has passed all doping control tests conducted by the UKAD. Both fighters have taken medical and legal advice, are aware of all relevant information, and wish to proceed with the bout this Saturday. So that was earlier on today when everything started coming out and we started learning about what happened, what was going on. So it was a fertility drug. The B sample wasn't tested, but I'm sure now it's been tested. What I heard was it came back negative, and from all of the him taking those extra tests and stuff like that, all those came back negative. All right. His first test, obviously, the A sample was positive for a fertility drug. Now, this was the most recent update, and it's from the British Boxing Board of Control. And this is their statement on the evening of the 4th, October 4th, 2022. The board of the British Boxing Board of Control limited resolved that the contest between Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn, scheduled to take place on October 8th of 2022, is prohibited as it is not in the interest of boxing. That was communicated to the boxers and promoters involved on the morning of October 5th. All right. So the fight is off. Completely off. This fight was supposed to take place October 8th. Um, Unfortunately, we got these news that Conor Benn has tested positive. Uh, Now they're saying it's not in the interest of boxing just because they're probably just not trying to take a risk with it. They're probably like, look, man, if the first sample came back positive, but he's taken tests after that and they've all come back negative. Now, what do we know what it really was? We really don't know. So I can't really say uh but if he's testing negative after, I don't know what really could have gone on, to be honest. I'm sure Eddie Hearn has probably got his lawyers and everybody fighting, trying to get this fight put on. There's a lot of money in this fight. But if he's testing negative now, what I'm saying, maybe it could have been some over the counter drug. What I'm saying? Maybe it could have been something over the counter. You just never know, right? And if it's a fertility drug, what? It has to do with what? For males, fertility drug for males, testosterone. It's a lot of things that could go into it. But, you know, I'll definitely try to keep everyone updated on this as we see what is going on. But as of right now, the fight is off between um Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn. Boxing Lounge, what's going on? He says planned parenting is the excuse. Hey man, he was trying to get them twins, man. I can't remember the name of the drug, but you know what I'm saying? He's over here. He trying to get them kids, man. He trying to get them kids rolling. You know what I'm saying? His girl probably slipped him something, trying to make him have them kids. But man, you just never know, right? What if Conor Benn was trying to do that? You know what I'm saying? And it's a banned substance by WADA and VADA. Um, as we seen when WADA, which is the World Anti-Doping Association, when they get in, you know, they're probably the highest ups, you know what I'm saying? So the British boxing board is definitely going to take in consideration to what WADA says, and also VADA has it as a banned substance. And VADA is obviously the voluntary anti-doping association. So we've seen they're going to definitely take in consideration what those two organizations are saying. And I'm pretty sure that's when they came to a conclusion, and they said, man, you know what, it's just best that they don't fight, because they probably don't want any type of funny business going on, and stuff like that. So for them, it's probably best to just wash their hands and say, man, it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? A fertility drug, but still. Yeah. And you know this is the problem with being an athlete. You know what I'm saying? You have to know everything that's going inside of your body. You have to take care of your body. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're in a sport like boxing, where this is 100% frowned upon. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it with the cases like Oscar Valdez, who most recent boxer that I could think of, has tested positive. But with his case was, he said it was a T, which WADA says that it really doesn't do anything, and VADA was the one that actually was saying that it actually did something. So it was up to who the commission and stuff, and they went on with the fight. You know what I'm saying? Um, then after that, another big case was obviously Canelo Alvarez with the clenbuterol. Um, so these guys are testing positives for PEDs, and Canelo Alvarez said that it was because of the tainted meat. You know what I'm saying? Which is understandable coming from being from Mexico and stuff like that. But we'll see what Conor Benn and comes out and says. But they have to, even you're a guy like Canelo. You have to watch what you put in your body, especially when you're at like the face of boxing. You know what I'm saying? So it's no excuse for no one else. Um, but Conor Benn, he still has a bright future ahead of him. You know what I'm saying? I don't see, if he's testing negative now, I don't see why they would they would honestly call the fight off, to be honest. But like I said, they don't want to take that risk. They don't want to take that chance. It's just pointless to them to take that chance and that risk. I'm guessing that's what they're thinking, and I guess that's what they're gonna go ahead with. And if this fight was maybe next week, yes, this fight could have probably still gone on. But this fight is obviously this Saturday, so it's going to be very hard for 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 Eddie Hearn to try to wiggle something. I'm obviously it's probably going to be another a postponement. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to probably postpone this fight. You know, I'm sure Eddie Hearn doesn't want to lose out on that money. You know what I'm saying? When you have Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn, but it's just another waiting game. You know what I'm saying? It's another waiting game, but I'll definitely keep you guys updated on what comes out, what's the next news, what comes out on this Conor Benn situation. Yes, he tested positive for a fertility drug. So we'll see. He's going to say he mixed up his supplements with his wife's fertility drugs. Yo, hey, that's not a bad excuse, though. You know what I'm saying? He could be like, man, damn, I fucked up. I grabbed the wrong bottle. I don't know what happened, to be honest, man. And that's just what happened. That might be the excuse, to be honest. Shit. But hey, you know, I mean, he's only what? He's only like 20 some years old. He's a young man, you know what I'm saying? And that right there, I just don't see there's things on the water and water list that are prohibited and stuff like that, but they have to they have to look at that list and really see what really is a PED, what really is, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, they have every single thing for a banned substance. Every single thing. But it's because athletes abuse stuff like this, so they add that or add all this stuff, And it's understandable. It is what it is, but reminds me of the longest yard. poor guy, poor guy just wants a family. Exactly. The man just wants a family, and I can't remember the name of the drug. I think it was like Conflema, come something. And it said it boosts your chance on having twins. So the guy was obviously trying to have twins out there. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to increase his chances of having twins. And they fucked it all up for him tonight. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. He's still a young guy, man. He's still a young guy. So how does he move past this? Is yet to see. But I definitely want to keep updated with this situation. Obviously, it's already off. The British Boxing Board of Control has already come out and said that the fight is off, that it's not in the interest of boxing, and they just deem it a high risk for boxing. So maybe Eubanks Corner saw a failed test and used it to buy more time. I mean, the thing is, though, on this article here, it says both fighters have taken medical and legal advice, are aware of all relevant information, and wish to proceed with the bout this Saturday. You know, so it's saying that both fighters were aware. You know what I'm saying, and they both agreed to keep going to fight. But as of now, the fight is off. Saturday night, I think it's one other fight on Saturday night. But this was the one though. You know what I'm saying? This was gonna be a good fight. I just wanted to see it, but it is what it is, though, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified. Follow me on Instagram at P4P Boxing Real News, and we out. Peace.